New York Fury AAU/NDO, Coach Shawali, head girls varsity coach at South Bronx Prep. No days off.
Let's go!
Basketball was my passion growing up. Eventually, what led me to go to college, where I went to SUNY Cortland, got my phys ed degree, and I'm back to teach and coach right where I grew up in the South Bronx. Man, I love it. I teach in the community that I grew up in. I coached the girls varsity team at South Bronx Prep, which just wrapped up a 14-0 season. Unfortunately, we lost in the second round of the playoffs, but overall it was a good year with 5 freshmen, only 3 seniors. The girls were able to come together, build a nice team this year. So next year the future's bright. I also was able to start a middle school team where we have the 7th ranked team in the city currently, and we're currently 6-0. So the future is bright for the South Bronx Prep program. Me and Coach Lovett, pretty much came up with the idea, vision for girls basketball in the South Bronx, where we want to help these girls, accomplish their goals, go to school, play basketball, do something what they love to do, give them a safe haven to be. Eventually, it's to help girls go to college, help girls, pretty much find a safe haven, go somewhere where, then they can just play basketball, have fun, be around a good group, grow, get to know people, make connections, network, that's the biggest thing. Creating girls who enjoy life. I think I teach more defense than offense. The girls always say that, when are we gonna do some offense? Because for me, if you play hard and you play good defense, you can have a good offense with a good defense. Because you're gonna constantly get turnovers, you're gonna constantly get the ball, you're gonna constantly run, which is always gonna lead to good offense. My style of coaching, I preach attack the basket. You can't really hit shots, if you can't get to the rim. So it starts with being aggressive, seeing the floor, and knowing when to attack and when to pull back. And teammates moving without the ball, creating the lanes for you to attack the basket. Bringing the energy every day. Sometimes you're having a rough day, sometimes, you're going through stuff, and it's a part of life, it's a part of what you gotta go through. But every day when they see you, you gotta be that motivation, you gotta be that smile, you gotta be that stability for them when they're away from home. So it's important that I bring the energy every day when I show up to practice, when I show up to games, it's time to go. I was born and raised in the South Bronx, my Haven projects, and I found a way to make it out. I use sports, my passion, my driving force to go to college, to get a degree, to educate myself, and come back and teach it. So it's important for the girls to see someone who's a minority, who's from the South Bronx, who can leave here, educate themselves, and come back and still be a positive influence around them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, 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 level up.
Intensity is one. You can't play you gotta want to play defense, right? Defense, I feel like everybody could be a great defender. And the main thing is talking, being vocal, being able to speak, being able to let your teammates know where you are, where you are at all times on the court. If they get beat, someone's going back door. The main thing is communication on defense. That's the biggest thing. For me, shooting is just constant time in the gym. You need to do it over and over and over and over and over again. So about 500 shots a day is on average, which can turn you into a good shooter. But form shooting is most important. So starting close to the basket, hand placement, feet, eyes, and shoulders square to the basket at all times. Close to the basket, taking about maybe 50. Then you starting from there and then moving back. As you gradually start getting the hang of it, starting to be able to keep that form together as you increase your range. First of all, AAU is a part of basketball where a lot of girls, well, in general, a lot of kids don't get that opportunity. They don't have the money. It's expensive. So, but it's important. Kids get to leave, they get to see certain places, they get to experience new things, and AAU is an important part of basketball, and that's why I want them to get involved. I envision, helping girls go to college. That's my biggest thing is, yeah, come here and play basketball. Whether you decide you want to play in college, I want you to go to college regardless. So basketball, even if it's D3, D2, D1, community college, whatever level it is, as long as you're going to college to play and you get an education while you play the sport you love to do, that's the biggest reason why I'm doing for AAU right now. The main thing is consistency. Like as soon as you see a behavior, correct it, constantly. Some girls just need to grow up and it takes time. With some girls, they just got it naturally. So knowing your players and knowing how to approach certain players in different ways, because everybody's different. So I think it's important to really get to know them on an individual level. The hardest part about AAU for me is trying to help these kids with, financially with the cost for AAU. It costs a lot of money to travel and play in tournaments and go certain places. So, and I want to give every kid an opportunity, whether they're the best player, whether they're developing. Every kid deserves an opportunity. I come from the area where I'm coaching. Most of these kids come from low-income homes. They come from struggling families. So it's tough to ask parents to pay. So that's the hardest part, is one, to help every kid and not being able to. That's the toughest part for me. I started with boys. I've coached different age groups, just kids from our neighborhood where I just put them in tournaments and have them play together. I've been coaching for almost 4 years now. AAU, this is actually my second year getting into AAU, which is a part of basketball that I'm starting to enjoy a lot. Well, coaching AAU, the easiest part for me is being around the game. Like, I love it. So for me, it doesn't take nothing for me to get here and run practice. It doesn't take nothing for me to get up and want to go to games. This is what I love to do. I enjoy coaching basketball. I enjoy, seeing the kids come out, have fun doing what they love to do. Right now, we're currently looking for, fundings and to get more tutors to come help our students out, get them some extra help that they need. We are from the South Bronx, so right now it's rough, but there is opportunity for the girls to get study hall sessions, to come in and do some extra work to, keep them grades up. Can't be student athletes. Students come first. The first thing is listening. Like sometimes the players speak to you in different ways, whether it's body language, whether it's attitude, whether it's, just energy. You have to listen and see as a coach and be able to pick those things up and know when a player is calling foul. That's the biggest thing to me, being able to listen. My goal is to eventually coach college, but right now I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I feel like that's in the future. Right now I'm so focused on these high school, middle school girls and helping them, helping them to provide a better future for them. Helping them figure out what they want to do in life, helping them, stay motivated, stay hungry, want to get better each and every day. That's my goal right now. You got to deal with people at different stages of their life. So that if you're a good coach, you coach those different types of age groups differently. So professionally, you're dealing with an adult. College, you're dealing with an older teen who's becoming an adult. Not there yet, still learning, but not an adult yet. And then in high school, you're dealing with teens, children. So kids who definitely haven't figured it out yet. So when you're coaching those different, age groups, it's a different game. You have to coach different. You got to coach with an individualized plan for each age group. Coach Shawali, I'm the head girls varsity coach at South Bronx Prep.